Right, this may sound a little bit arrogant, to say the least, right? But I was just walking through the park then, the main park down here, and some lady was talking to a friend, and she was talking about, she just briefly said, as I was walking past, she just briefly said something like, oh, he's been struggling with this problem for so long, and then I kind of lost track of the conversation, right? But just the word problem, just her saying that word problem, pricked up my ears and made me think of something, right? And again, I know it sounds arrogant, but I thought to myself, why is it that I just know what to say? I understand how fucking arrogant and like big-headed this sounds, but I've had so many situations in my life where people have come to me for advice, or people have just come to me to talk to me about their problems and vent to me. I remember when I was in Thailand, actually, my girlfriend's brother's friend, I met him in the bar for the first day, shook his hand, everything like that, and basically he asked me, oh, what do you do? Like, you're out here in Thailand at your age, at 21, like, what do you do, bro? That's pretty cool, right? And I just basically told him I'm basically an influencer at this point. That's what I kind of tell people now, or an entrepreneur. I kind of mix it up a little bit. Sometimes I might say something like, oh, I'm a drug dealer, and just joke around. But yeah, I told him I'm an influencer. And bro, you can tell it's been a while since I've recorded. Fucking, I don't speak properly. I told him I'm an influencer, and he said, oh, no way, that's amazing. Like, what kind of influencing do you do? And I basically said, oh, just like life coaching. So I basically help young men with women, with confidence, with their body, with, you know, mindset, that kind of thing. Lifestyle, basically. And he's like, oh, that's really, really cool. Cool, met him, that's amazing. A couple of days go by, I come back to the same bar. He pulls me to the side and he's like, bro, can we come for a chat? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. Well, let's do it. And he basically says to me, like, I really want to talk to you about this girl that I met. And he goes on to tell me about this heartbreak. What should I do? How should I respond to the situation? And I instantly just knew what to say. And it completely inspired him. I was like, thank you so much, bro. I needed that. Dap me up. Seen him again on this, like, strip of bars on a night out when we were all getting fucking wasted and shit, all having a good time. And I could see the look in his face when he saw me come around the corner. I'm like, yo, Luke, bro, it's good to see you. Like, that level of influence that I have over individuals just because of the words that I say to them is fucking profound, considering where I came from as a kid, as a young lad. Shy, awkward, socially fucking anxious, couldn't even make eye contact with people. And it's like, now I'm the type of individual that literally changes people. So I've stopped guys from killing themselves. I've had guys email me, say, bro, I was going to kill myself until I came across your videos. There's no word of a lie. Like, that's literally powerful shit that I'm putting into the universe, right? So I understand it sounds a little bit arrogant, but it's true. I am clearly doing something for people. I'm clearly changing lives to a certain extent, right? So I asked myself when I was walking past this lady in the park just then, why is it that I just know what to say? Like, what gives me this level of understanding of people's problems? Because it's very rare that somebody will come to me with a problem or with a dilemma or with a situation they're struggling with, and I'll be like, sorry, bro, can't help you. It's like I always know what to say. I always have like a way around it. And I've always just asked myself, like, why is that? Why does everyone else around me seem like they struggle with shit every single day? Oh, this problem, that problem. And I'm just breezing through it. And it sounds big-headed, but wouldn't you like that too? Wouldn't you like to look at life's problems and think, I can overcome that easy? It's not even I'm the guy that helps other people because there's no problems that I really struggle with. The main problems I have in my life, really, that genuinely affect me, that I might need advice for, is my own mind sometimes overthinks a little bit. I sit there and I just think about stuff for too much. Day-to-day life problems, I can solve it like that. Do you know what I mean? And I think, okay, why is that? Number one, I've got a very open mindset. So I look at everything around me and I take inspiration from everything. I'm not judgmental. I'm not closed off to anybody or any way of thinking. I take the good from everyone and everything and I discard the rest and I apply it to my own mind. And that gives me this kind of variety, very vast understanding of the world. So I could be talking to one guy about women and how to approach women and how to talk to girls and how to get numbers and stuff like that. And I've got an understanding of that from this experience or that bit of knowledge that I took in from here. And then I can talk to some older individual who doesn't know what to do with his life anymore because he's come to the point where a kind of a midlife crisis. And he's like, well, I've worked at this career for like 10 years and now I just don't know. I've lost my sense of identity. I can help that guy as well. It sounds stupid. I'm 21 years old, right? I'm basically like still a kid to some degree. If you think about it like that, compared to a lot of other guys that I've actually coached, like 40-year-old men. I'm 21. I'm almost half their age, right? So it's like, what gives me the level of ability to be able to help these guys? an open mindset, and I reckon you should adopt the same thing. Look at everyone and do not judge anybody. Look at them and think, what can I learn from this person? Even the crackhead on the street who looks like he's absolutely strung out of his fucking arse. I see a guy all the time on my block near the corner shops, and he's wearing the same clothes for years. For years. Even when I had my ex-girlfriend like fucking 3 years ago, he's wearing the same clothes. And I feel sorry for him, and I've given him change every now and then and stuff like that. Bought him fucking cigarettes and shit. And I learned something from him. His level of fucking perseverance. He could have just killed himself. His life's pretty shit from the outside looking in, right? He's still here every day wearing the same clothes, hustling, still asking me for change, still being polite. Sorry to bother you. Please can I borrow a cigarette? Please can I borrow a light? Every single time, sorry to bother you. Still got his manners. Now, some of you boys walk around here entitled as fuck. You've got your chains on, you've got your fucking flashy materialistic items, and you can't even be bothered to say thank you to the person that gives you KFC. It's like, that I learned that from him. From a fucking homeless crackhead on the street that's begging me for a cigarette. I've learned that from him. Always be polite. Always maintain those standards that you set for yourself. Always persevere, no matter how bleak the situation looks. You can take inspiration from fucking everywhere. From a plant, bruv. On my really, really dark days where I come out here to this park and I walk down the river. Fucking bird invasion. And I'm having this really, do you know them really shit days where nothing feels real? There's no point to anything. Do you know what I mean? Like one of them days, bro. I look at the river and I look at the ducks. And how they just float down the river with no care in the world. And I think, must be easy being a duck. You know, they're just floating around with no thoughts in their brain. And I think, that inspires me. I don't know what it is about the ducks that inspire, or about animals that inspire me when I'm on a low day. But it's the fact that they don't allow things that we allow to affect us, to affect them. They just keep living. They just keep doing the things that keep them alive. And they just live. Like I look at the cats sometimes as well. Like I've got loads of cats on my street, on my estate. And I look at them just laying in the sun, just chilling. And I think, I'm here making my own life miserable because I'm overthinking and I'm giving energy to a negative thought. Whereas cats just don't give a fuck, bro. They're just chilling. Doesn't matter how shit. This guy's got one eye. This cat's got no legs. Like, bro, he doesn't give a fuck. He's still living. Do you know what I mean? So, having that open mind, is a bit of a weird example, but it's all I can think of off the top of the dome. And maybe it helped you a little bit and made you laugh. But having that open mindset really does help, and it also gives you a lot of variety of knowledge to work from when you do feel like shit, when you need to help other people around you. It gives you a lot to draw from. So I learned from absolutely everyone and everything. This whole world is my fucking oyster, as you would say, right? And I want to take the energy from the world, recycle it into my own mind, and then give it back. That's what I want to do. I want to create with my own energy, with my own spin on it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And number 2, why do I always know what to say? Why do I always have the right mindset to attack problems? Is I quite like these nighttime videos. I'm sorry to cut myself off there, but I quite like these. I might do this more often. I know you can't really see me, but it gives kind of like a podcasty vibe to it. Do you know what I mean? Where you can just see the cheekbones. And that's it. But I might just do these little nighttime walks with you, bro, if you don't mind. Let me know in the comments down below if you've watched 8 minutes and 32. Let me know, would you like nighttime walks? You might not be able to see my face unless I can find a light like this. But it's very peaceful. And there's no noise. And you can kind of just put the phone down in the background when you lay in bed or some shit and just listen to my voice. Would you like that? Let me know, because it just gives me a bit more flexibility with my time as well. I don't have to just record in the day. I can just get my videos done at literally any time. So, fuck it, I'm going to do it regardless. But just let me know anyway. Be nice to hear your opinion. Number 2 is a proactive mindset. So, I tackle every situation with almost an aggressive mindset. And this goes for fear. This goes for challenge. This goes for problems I have in my life. This goes for discomfort. Anything that you are faced, any threat, any kind of obstacle that you're faced with in life, attack it with an aggressive, onward, offensive mindset. So you're going forward, basically, is what I mean. And I kind of learned this from boxing. When I used to box, or I still box now, but back in the day when I first started boxing, when I learned the lesson, I realised, okay, I was doing this habit of when the opponent, when the ring would first start and bam, would start getting into the spar with touch gloves, whatever, and you start getting into it. As the opponent would come towards me, I'd find myself just walking back naturally in like a defense mechanism. I'd find myself just stepping backwards. And I remembered, I caught myself and I was like, that's why I keep getting my ass fucking kicked, is because I keep instantly putting myself in a defensive, kind of like a surrendering mindset to the threat ahead. And you can apply the same analogy to any problem, any obstacle in life. Fear, for example, is a big one. What do a lot of people do when fear strikes them? They run away from it. They step backwards in the ring, right? If you simply changed your perspective on the situation and you attacked it with an aggressive mindset, you went towards the target, towards the beaches of Normandy, towards the gunfire, rather than run away from it, rather than step backwards in the ring. You went towards the opponent and attacked. Even if you knew that the likelihood was you'd probably get your ass kicked, at least you gave it the best shot you possibly could. Applying that proactive doing something, putting energy into the world forwardly in an offensive manner, in an aggressive manner, is always better than running away. It's always better than stepping backwards in the ring, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind and apply that to a situation that you are struggling with at the moment. I guarantee it will help. Oh, it's such a peaceful vibe, bro. I fucking love nighttime. Honestly, I think it's my favorite time of the day. Either late at night or like really early in the morning, like 5, 6, something like that. That's not really that early, but you know what I mean. Like when the sun's just starting to rise and everyone's still in bed, and so fucking peaceful. ASMR hour with Luke Spurgeon. But yeah, man. I remember my ex-girlfriend said to me once, I would really want you to just make a podcast because I love your voice and I just want to hear your voice all the time. I guess that came true, so you're welcome. I might just start my own little walk and talk late night podcast. It's quite nice. And I don't have to raise my voice. You know, in the daytime, I'm shouting at you boys like, yo, bro, fucking do push-ups, do this, do that. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a pussy. Go talk to that girl. And I'm shouting at you because there's cars in the background and there's dogs invading and shit. I don't have to do that right now, which is quite nice. I can just talk at a normal pace, normal tone. Yeah, man. Listen, hope you can take something from this. Why do you stay when I don't say anything? I'm just walking in the fucking dark and you're still here just waiting for the next thing. Makes me laugh, bro. But I love you and I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and show some love. And the coaching is always down below if you want to come and talk to me. I understand life can be difficult and it's not a therapy session, so don't look at it like that. It's just a man-to-man chat with one of your boys. It's literally a phone call with just me. Like, bro, just go for a walk in the park, phone me, and let's talk about life together. That's all it is. It's not therapy. It's none of that bullshit. It's just a life talk. So keep that in mind, bro. All right. Look after yourself, and I will see you soon.